I am Magnus, and I will be sharing short stories about comics and art.
Hi, here on Magnus Collecting Magnus, I have already talked about the community of fans and the importance of how that ties us together. There is also the creators who not only create the comics that bind us together, but they are also great at interacting with. Whether you just send emails or meet them at conventions or order commissions, it's really a big important part of my collecting that I've been able to buy art from artists, talk to writers, and order commissions. And it's the commissions I would like to go into today in this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Welcome.
First, some cover recreations like Harbinger 1 by Anthony Castillo, Magnus 25 by armor designer Cliff Van Meter, Rye 1 by original inker Bob Layton, Rye 3 by original artist Joe St. Pierre, Rye 5 as a Zombie by Anthony Castillo, Rye 18 by original artist Rodney Ramis, Unity 0 by Chris Morrill, Wizards Valiant Special by Anthony Castillo, and X-Men 113 with Magnus Robot Fighter versus Eric Magnus Lenshair by Bob Layton. As shown before, My Daughter Eleanor by Bernard Chang, and inspired by a scene in Magnus issue 38 that took place on her birthday, Eleanor by Jim Calafiore. Also her 30 years later in Jim's series Ned. Then a number of commissions, sketches, sketch cards and paintings. I have had the great pleasure of meeting many of these artists at conventions or even pub evenings. Here we see work by Chris Morrill, Guillermo Ortego, Barry Kitson, Emanuela Lupacchino, Buzz, Moots, Howard Simpson, Jeff Johnson, Neil Edwards, Rick Leonardi, Doug Breathwaite, Bernard Chang and Jim Calafiore. And through email I have had the pleasure of interacting with the following artists that are represented here: Dave Lapham, Scott Mills, Anthony Castillo, Kevin Van Hook, Norm Brayfogle, Joe St. Pierre, Bob Hall, Stu Berryhill, Brent Peoples, Joe Rubenstein and Lee Weeks. Also represented here are Fred Hemback, Michael Bear and Paris Cullins that I picked up other ways. Thank you for watching.